Hello everybody. In this video I'm gonna talk about translating verbal expression to variable expressions. What I mean, what's that as an example. Let's look at this one. 3 plus 2. This is an expression. It's written in math language. Okay, or science language. In this case is mathematics. This expression 3 plus 2 is written in math language, and we can easily understand what it is meaning and what is its value. We should add 2 to the 3, or we should add 3 and 2 to each other, and the result gonna be 5. Okay, the result of this one gonna be 5. When we are writing 3 plus 2, everybody in the whole world can understand it, regardless of language, regardless of culture, regardless of location of living, country, or whatever. 3 plus 2 is understandable for everybody in the world. But when we are using verbal expression to show this one verbally, or using the talking language, in this situation, English language, 3 plus 2. Okay, look to how many different ways I can write this one, just this 3 plus 2. I can write it as 3 plus 2. I can write it as sum of 3 and 2. I can write it as total of 3 and 2. I can write it 2 more than 3. Look at here in this case, even though the 3 is first and 2 is next, but when I'm writing in the verbal, it's 2 more than 3. 3 is the original number and 2 more than 3. Or again, 3 increase by 2. Okay, and addition of 3 and 2, and more, maybe I don't remember it, or there are more that I don't know. But all of this one is the verbal format of expressing this sentence or this expression. Okay, these are verbal language, this is the math language. When we are writing the math language, it's very straightforward and is very clear that we know what we need to do. As an example, when we say 3x plus 2, it means whatever is x, multiply it by 3 and add 2 to the total. Okay, but writing the same thing using the verbal expressions, it can be in many different wording. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how we can translate the verbal expression to variable expression, or in general, maybe constant expression, or in general to the math language. Now, these are all the things that we have for addition: plus, sum, total, more than, increase of, and many other expressions that if I forget anything. But again, for this one was all for subtraction, for addition. For subtraction, 3 minus 2. We have different wording for the subtraction. It can be 3 minus 2. Okay, 3 decrease by 2, difference of 3 and 2. One thing that is a little bit tricky is 2 less than 3. Can you see? 2 less than 3. 3 minus 2, the second number comes first. 2 less than 3. But in the first 2 or the first 3, the first number comes first. But in this one, 2 less than 3, we should write 3 minus 2. Okay? And then subtraction of, or 3 subtract 2. And again, many different sentences. We have for multiplication 3 times 2, 3 times 2, 3 multiplied by 2. And what other we have for multiplication? We have another thing of for multiplication 1/2. Let me write it here for multiplication. For this one, 1/2 of 3. Okay, is 1/2 of 3. Can you see? Again is multiplication. This of means multiplication. Or 2/3 of 3 is going to be 2/3 of 3. Okay, again of is go to the multiplication times 3 times 2. 3 multiplied by 2. All of these things are for multiplication. Twice of 3, twice of x as an example. Twice of x is going to be 2x. Twice of 5 is 2 times 5. Okay, again it means multiplication. And we have the same thing for division, and we have the same thing for power. Division, one thing that we need to learn about division. (15) divided by 3. Okay, we can write in this format, or we can write 15 divided by 3, or x divided by y. Okay, all of them are meaning of division in the math language, but in the verbal language is 15 divided by 3. Quotient. Let me find the spelling of Q-U-O-T-I-E-N-T. Q-U-O-T-I-E-N-T. Quotient, again in division. Quotient of 15 and 3 means 15 divided by 3. Quotient of 15 and 3 is 5. Quotient means the result of 15 divided by 3. Okay, which can be 5. Find the quotient of 15 and 5 is 3. Ratio. Ratio of 15 and 3, it means 15 over 3. Okay, or ratio of 3 and 15. Ratio of 3 and 15. It means 3 over 15, which can be 1 over 5. This is the ratio of 15 and 3. These are all about division. Oh, for multiplication, I forgot one more word, which is product. Product of 5 and 3. It means 5 times 3. Product again means multiplication. And for the power, power means exponent. For the word power, we have x, we have a square, Yeah, which means when we say 3 square, it means 3 to the power of 2. When we say x square, it means x to the power of 2. Then we have cube. Okay, cube means power of 3. Cube means power of 3. What type of cube is this one? Sorry for the spelling, cube. Okay, so when we say cube, it means to the power of 3. 3 cube, it means 3 to the power of 3. 5 cube, it means 5 to the power of 3. X cube, it means x to the power of 3. These are the things that we have for power. Now let's do a sentence, how we can translate a sentence to the math language. Let's do this one. Let's twice of a number increase by 5. Okay, let's do this one. Or for translating the verbal expressions to math language, the first step, as I told you, there is no same as math variable expression, math language. Translating is not doesn't have the very straightforward rule. We just can have some hints how to translate it, but the most efficient way to be expert in translating is practicing and practicing and practicing. But there are some hints that help us to translate it easier. The first and the most important thing is give the name for unknown. As an example, look at here, twice of a number. We don't know the number. So give it a name. Instead of saying twice of a number, instead of number, I used x. I give a name to this unknown. You can give x, n, a, b, y, z. Just give it a name. Then instead of telling twice of a number, I will say twice of x. Okay? Instead of a number, I gave it the name x. So it's going to be twice of x increased by 5. So this twice applies to x. Twice of x is going to be 2x. Then increase means addition by 5. Twice of a number increased by 5. This is math language. This one is verbal language. Okay, let's do another example. Let's do this one. -4 multiplied by total of 10 and the cube of a number, total of 10 and the cube of a number. Okay, let's translate this one. -4 multiplied by total of 10 and the cube of a number. Now look at this one. As I told you, give a name to the unknown. A number. So we don't know this number. What is this number? So give it a name, x or n or whatever. Okay, and look at this one. Let's start from the last sentence. Cube of x. Don't say cube of a number because we give the name to make it easier. So cube of x. Then it's going to be, what is cube of x? Is x cube. Cube means to the power of 3. Now, -4 multiplied by total of 10 and x3. Instead of the cube of a number, we just simplify this one, which is x3. Now, total of this one. As you see, I'm starting from the last sentence and going to the beginning. Total of 10 and x3. Total of 10 and x cube is going to be x cube plus 10. Or 10 plus x cube. It doesn't matter. But because the variable one, I'm writing the variable first. So total of 10 and x cube is going to be x cube plus 10. Then it says -4 multiplied by x cube plus 10. So it means -4 should be multiplied by this whole sentence. So it's going to be -4 multiplied by, because it's -4 should be multiplied by total of this one, I should put inside the bracket. So this -4 x cube plus multiplied by x cube plus 10 is the translated format of this verbal expression to the mathematical language or to the variable expression. Let's do one more example and then eight divided by 8 divided by difference of a number and 6. Yeah, 8 divided by difference of a number and 6. First step, give a name to the unknown. A number. We don't know what is the number, so give it a name, x or n or whatever. This time I'm gonna give it n. It doesn't have to be x always. N. Okay? So now it says, start from the last sentence. Difference of n and 6. Difference of n and 6. What is the result of this one? Difference of n and 6, it means n minus 6. The difference of n and 6, it means n minus 6. And 8 divided by n minus 6 is going to be 8 divided by n minus 6. Pay attention that we should put n minus 6 inside the bracket. I can write in this format, or I can say 8 divided by n minus 6. Both of them are right. But if I don't put in this one, if I don't put inside the bracket, if I write n 8 divided by n minus 6, if I write in this format without the bracket, pay attention, following the wet mass, division has priority to subtraction. If I don't put beside the bracket, if I don't put inside the bracket the n minus 6, then it's going to be in this format, and it means 8 divided by n and then 6 should be subtracted from the result. Can you see these two are completely different? Okay. As an example, if instead of n, if for n I put 10 as an example, okay, if I use 10 for n, I want to show you what is the difference. The first one is going to be 8 divided by 10 minus 6. Instead of n, I'm just using 10. Then 10 minus 6 is going to be 8 divided by 10 minus 6 is 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. But if I don't put inside the bracket, it's going to be 8 divided by 10 minus 6. Then 8 divided by 10 is going to be 0.8. Yeah, 8 divided by 10 is 0.8 minus 6. Then it's going to be 5 minus 5.2. Can you see how different are these two? So pay attention that we have to put inside the bracket, not without bracket. Okay, we are done for how to translate verbal expression to the variable expression in this video. As I told you, there are some hints, but there is no very straightforward rule for translating. The only thing that you can learn it easier and be more expert is practicing. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video and see you in the next videos. Bye for now.